Key people of influence become known, liked, and trusted. So we get our profile up there. What does it say about you? What does Google say about you? If I Google you, what does Google say about you? How do we do this? Make sure that we get social media accounts, right? If we Google you, your social media accounts come up. People are judgmental as anything, right? People are so judgmental. When they see a photo that doesn't look professional, they assume your whole business isn't professional. If they see a single tweet where you're complaining about a chicken sandwich on British Airways being a little bit too soggy, they just assume you're a whinging, complaining, annoying person who complains about everything, right? When they see that you've got some old content that doesn't relate to your existing business, they assume that your whole business is outdated. So you've got to keep your social media accounts nice and clean, because customers are just looking for a chink in the armor. They want to see, is this a professional, up-to-date social media account? They're going to have you might not want them to look at your Facebook. They're going to look at your Facebook. You might not want them to look at your Instagram because it's personal. They're going to look at your Instagram. If they can find it, they're going to look at it. Same as your employees. They're going to look at all your stuff, right? Your employees are going to look at your Facebook account to see what you're really like. So you better make sure that you're, on form, on point across all of your social media platforms if you want to be a key person of influence, because people are just looking at that stuff all the time. The next thing is awards, right? People, in order to increase your profile, I encourage you to apply for some good quality awards. One of the best ones that I think everyone should get in the UK is called Investors in People. If you've got a team, doesn't matter if it's a 3 or a 4-person team, go through the framework of Investors in People. Go and have a look at some of the available awards, that industry awards. Read the book Win by Donna O'Toole, and you will discover that going through the process of winning awards, it's a really great process of consolidating your mountain of value. It really does make a difference. Some of you say, oh, awards are a bit silly and there are fake awards and there are awards that don't matter. Of course that's true, right? It's like saying there are blogs that don't matter and there are podcasts that don't matter, but there are podcasts that really matter and there are blogs that really matter. And that these things can make a huge difference if they're well selected. The next one is live events. I want you to run more live events. I want you to speak at live events. I want you to host live events. I want you to be a panelist at live events. All of those sorts of key things as well. And then the final one is to have third-party or traditional media where you're on somebody else's podcast, where you're on somebody else's YouTube channel as well. Read the book Win so that you can make sure that you are well up to date with how to handle awards. The key idea is we're building a profile, not because we're chasing the spotlight, but because we want to become a spotlight. We don't want to be in the spotlight. We want to become the spotlight. Now, what do I mean by that? When someone is chasing the spotlight, they're saying, look at me, look at me, look at me. When someone is becoming a spotlight, they're saying, look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this. They're actually saying, check this thing out. And that's the difference. We're not saying, look at me. We're saying, look at that. Look at this trend. Look at this case study. Look at this transformation. Look at this positive news story. Look at this disaster that was averted. Look at this turnaround that happened. We're not saying, look at me. We're saying, look at this. When we go on social media, we're not saying, check me out, I'm awesome. We're saying, have a look at this amazing thing that's happening, right? So we're becoming a spotlight. We're not trying to be in the spotlight.